Here we go. Who's going to win it at Daytona?
We see Reed.
Oh, look out!
Okay,
look out! Into the wall. He caroms off. Everybody else gets by. He'll go back into the wall. The white flag's still out. No caution on the
racing
racetrack.
that into turn 3. Junior's right on the bumper of Clint Boyer.
Does he make history? Dale Earnhardt Jr. or does Clint Boyer win? And here comes Tony Stewart. He's getting the push from Castle. Coming out of 4. This is really going to be close.
Here goes Junior to the inside.
Junior to the inside. Boyer takes the lead and holds on and at the stripe. It's Boyer. Stewart. I thought it was Boyer, but Tony Stewart does it. This was oh so close.
There it is.
It's right at the very front. 7 1/1000ths of a second. Incredible.
Oh, my.
Just incredible.
How does he find his way there every single time?
You see Austin Cindric doing a great job driving in the mirror, doing his block. A quick move on the outside with Denny Hamlin.
Here comes the Ford to his inside. LaJoie, there'd be pushes on both sides. Custer goes to the outside, and they crash. Hamlin gets turned into the wall. Oh, my gosh. Still green. Trying to let the leaders race back. Here they come. Still green. It's off. It could be a two-time winner here. William Byron, Nemechek, Reddick. Off turn 4 and to the flag. Checker is waving, and William Byron has won the 500 for the 2nd year in a row.
As William Byron is doing burnouts in the infield after celebrating his 2nd Daytona 500 win in a row, it was heartbreaking for Austin Cindric and Denny Hamlin, who had 2 of the most dominant cars in the 2025 Daytona 500. These 2 drivers looked to be the ones contending for the victory, and they were. Up until Cole Custer, Hamlin, Briscoe, and Cindric would all get together, crashing the entire field down the backstretch.
In the 2 Richard Childress cars, let's see if Burton can get back down in front of his teammate. He's done that in the last 2 restarts, gets right down in front of Kevin Harvick.
Whoa, up the outside. Here comes Kyle all the way to the front. He hung back and got a slingshot restart. Shades of Richard Petty, and look at this. He goes to the lead, but he has no help. Can he stay there?
Yeah, that was simply because he got started a little earlier than the other group.
Well, he kind of late, and everything he did was legal. He went around on the outside, on the right-hand side, and you can do that.
But look at this group right here. Jeff Gordon in that 24, Clint Boyer in the 33 pushing him. He'll take the lead now.
Look at Kyle Busch, who has no friends.
Like a yo-yo, all the way to the front, all the way to the back.
He's way on the gas before everybody else.
64 up top.
Here comes the slingshot. And everybody gave him room.
Yeah, he didn't even catch the pack to well past the green.
This is probably one of the greatest passes ever in a NASCAR race when you pass the entire field within like 5 seconds. Kyle Busch got caught up in an accident with Mark Martin but suffered minimal damage, so he made a pit stop, but by the time he completed his pit stop, drove around the track, they were almost taking the green flag. Kyle Busch had a full head of steam coming on the restart and was able to pass everybody, but got hung out to dry with no drafting partners.
He said something about 2 spots. I couldn't believe it. Like, I just couldn't believe what was happening. We were going to be out by 2 points. And I double-checked in the corner, like, we have to?
Gotta get him? Yeah, I gotta get him. Me too.
When he said that off of 2, there was no other option.
Well, at turn 4, he's gonna do it! Here comes Christopher Bell. He'll score the win from across Chastain. Chastain's in a video game move!
And I've never second-guessed it once, which is wild.
Wide open, around the wall in 3 and 4 to race his way into the championship 4.
This is a top 5 moment in NASCAR history. I don't care your view on the playoffs or perspective of this race, but the thing that Ross Chastain did was unbelievable. If only he could have won the race, it would have made it that much special. But Ross Chastain not only passing 1 car, but passing multiple cars to lock himself into the Final 4 is one of the greatest accomplishments any NASCAR driver has ever done in the way he did it.
Hamlin goes to the top. He's looking for the huge run down the backstretch, but can Reddick do it from the bottom? This championship this year has given us some of the most incredible closing moments. You pick this one. Blaney, Reddick, or Hamlin. Reddick is not done with yet. Tyler Reddick just drives all the way around Ryan Blaney. Can you believe what you've just seen? Reddick's going to Phoenix. Straight Talk 400 in the most incredible...
This race still blows my mind that Tyler Reddick was able to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney with 2 laps to go on older tires at Homestead-Miami Speedway. This was one of the greatest races we've seen at Homestead, especially in the NASCAR Next Gen car. But Reddick just descended on the outside and passed Blaney cleanly makes this even better. I feel bad for Blaney that he wasn't able to block the top of the track, but at least he was able to win the week after and lock himself into the Final Four. But today was all about Reddick and the dramatic way he locked himself into Phoenix. This was an outstanding pass.
And here comes Keselowski to make it a 3-way race for the lead. Gonna try and split the middle.
That's the only spot open.
3 wide middle. 3.
Wow, what a pass.
I tell you, that's some risky racing for some guys that have a lot to lose. Kevin Harvick and Keselowski are still going for it.
How much I miss these race cars. 900 horsepower, giving it all you got, lifting in the corners and sliding all around the racetrack. Brad Keselowski was able to do all of that and take the lead and win the first race of the new NASCAR Elimination Chase race. He was able to put it 3 wide on Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson, who were battling for the lead lap after lap. This was fantastic.
Tony got a great restart that time.
He made that inside work. He was able to stay in the throttle and nobody held him back that time. He lost a couple spots last time he tried that. In the gas hard here, though.
3 wide right in front of them. How about 4 wide? Stewart to the bottom.
Wow.
He's sure not being conservative.
Look how close these two are here. And here comes Chase Briscoe. It's the 3 JGR Toyotas. Wallace is still hanging on. Hamlin has come up into second. With those power steering issues, the man who has led 160 laps today still has a chance on this final lap. Briscoe's in the wall. Bubba's hanging on. Here comes Hamlin. Driving that car with no power steering. Bubba's in the wall. He's fighting his butts for this win. Chase Elliott comes through on the inside. Oh my goodness. Chase Elliott. How about that?
If you're a Toyota fan, this finish was utter heartbreak. But if you were a Chase Elliott fan, you were elated. This was an outstanding final few laps, seeing Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell battle for the lead. Then Denny Hamlin try to pass Bubba Wallace, ultimately putting him in the wall, and Chase Elliott coming out of nowhere to door Denny Hamlin on fresh tires, take the lead, and win the race, locking himself into the next round in the playoffs. This was probably one of Chase Elliott's most dramatic wins he's ever had in his career, and I honestly don't see another race that he can top this one. It was utter chaos.
On 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. And there's the gap between 1 and 2. Kyle Busch. And here comes Larson. Larson to the bottom of the track.
Slide job.
Trying to take the lead away.
Slide job. Almost.
The momentum. The 18. They make contact. The 18 into the wall. They're side by side again. Going into 3 for the lead. Larson has the advantage. Here comes the 18. He puts the bumper to the back of him. The 18 into the wall. The 42 sideways.
Where's Harvick?
Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch will win.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my man. What a race.
See if he can make a gain. It's all about getting off of this corner. He gets in there good. Oh, he missed it a little bit. It's not going to be able to get it wrong.
We're about to be ready for the dive.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's wheel hopping. He's going to hit him.
Hamlin is there.
He hit him.
Hey,
oh,
got him.
goodness.
Oh, no. No.
It's not over.
Get it back.
Denny got in there and wheel hopped. I don't think he meant for that to happen, but then he made contact with Tony. I think Tony was also pretty loose getting in there.
Well, that was what happened to Tony lap before, you know, when he got loose into 7 and that allowed Hamlin to close up.
Hey, this thing's not over, guys. Watch what happens into turn 11 in this heavy braking zone.
2 more corners. Hamlin trying to pull
Tony's
away.
Close enough.
I think Tony used up his stuff. I mean, we knew he was having, you know, issues
Here we
with
go.
the car.
Stewart inside.
Oh,
he
Hamlin
is
went
there.
wide.
He
Went
gets
wide.
Hamlin. They
Whoa.
hit. And Stewart comes off turn 11. And he's coming to the flag.
How did that
Tony
just happen?
Stewart
How
wins.
did that happen? To the white flag. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Cole Custer has gone to the front of this race.
He's gotten way out in front, though. Look at the gap that he's given Blaney.
Larson in the middle. Haley down low, being pushed by Chris Buescher. 3 hopefuls in the top 4 positions. Now Haley goes up to the fence, comes back down across in front of Cole Custer. Ryan Blaney now comes into the mix. Can you believe the finish that we are about to see? Cole Custer and Ryan Blaney. This would be epic for Haas factory team. Ryan Blaney ahead of Custer, coming to the line. Ryan Blaney's gonna do it. Wow, they spin across the line, but it's Blaney who gets it done and continues his amazing run of late.
I never thought we would see the day that we would see a 4-wide finish to the line, but we did during the 2025 Daytona night race, and Ryan Blaney would be the one to pick up the win. With so many people trying to make their way to the playoffs to pick up a win at Daytona, the action was packed. But when it mattered most, the 12 car would go from 13th to 1st in 2 laps. Ryan Blaney would go to the outside to pass everybody and then cut down across the track and block some lanes. It was pretty incredible to see them kind of almost give the win to Blaney as they were all jockeying for position up front. Blaney was actually able to scoot by on the top side, and he pulled the correct moves to win the race.